Since the launch of the iPhone and iPlayer in 2007, many UK households have moved away from traditional TV towards more flexible, skinny bundles of video streaming services from the likes of Netflix, Now TV and Amazon Prime Video. Today, for the first time, traditional TV and home video revenue have negative growth expectations. This ongoing irreversible shift follows the long-term decline of printed newspapers, also driven by the rise of digital technologies. Mass media is giving way to mass personalisation, and there's no going back. Significant questions remain as to where the digital media market is going, but really the only way to find out is to test the market frequently, quickly and cheaply. Traditional media services and products are hitting a tipping point. If you don't adapt with this shift, your existing solutions may be left behind. However, for those that seek them, there are many opportunities to take advantage of the market shift and scale the business. But what are the growth levers? Should you add new features to your existing product, or perhaps expand it internationally? Maybe you should even consider a brand new product. But how do you find which new features will be loved by customers? Do you have the local knowledge to succeed in other countries? And are you holding back on big ideas that are just too risky and costly? At Digital Hunters, I've seen three key problems for businesses wanting to scale in this environment. The first is uncertainty. Many businesses struggle to find key high-value added services and new products that customers truly love. Secondly is time to market. Many fail to deliver these new solutions in time. And finally, high cost. Potentially high-value ideas are not pursued due to huge development costs and risks. So how do you find new products and services your customers will love? Well, we'll get to this shortly, but first you must recognise and avoid the classic mistakes. The first classic mistake is to miss the market shift. When a market starts to shift, the biggest mistake is to ignore or even miss it. This is the danger when an established business is still expanding and completely focused on dominating its current market. It also happens in businesses where leaders are stubbornly attached to their original ideas or regard changes as too long-term. The biggest media market shifts are yet to come as Generation Z, born in the digital age, begin to dominate consumer behaviour. We mustn't miss the unprecedented opportunities this will create. The second classic mistake is perfectionism. Pursuing perfection is like chasing the end of a rainbow for your pot of gold. View the rainbow from a distance, check the spot where it lands, move towards it and you'll see it move position or disappear altogether. Naturally, most engineers want to develop a well-designed, future-proofed solution, but over-engineering an unproven product is high risk and very costly. In all likelihood, by the time the product's ready, the market has already moved on, assuming it was there in the first place. The third classic mistake is to have too many ideas. As the business grows and customer numbers increase, many ideas will come from all directions. The temptation is to chase a long list of opportunities that seem crazy to ignore, and it's very easy to lose focus. This soon overwhelms product design and engineering teams and results in significantly longer times to market. Many parallel activities make it hugely difficult to spot real opportunities and increase dependency on plain luck. This is definitely not a recipe for success. So how do you avoid these classic mistakes and deliver products that customers will love? Winners of the Deloitte Fast 50 have been some of the most successful UK tech businesses throughout the digital technology revolution. Orbis, double winner of the awards, started with a vision to create dynamic websites. After several projects on sports sites, it created the first online sports betting platform, establishing and dominating a completely new market. Realize was founded to explore the power of gaze tracking with specialised hardware to measure video audience engagement. They pivoted to online solutions for facial feature recognition and emotional response measurements. And since then, they've provided many clients with key engagement metrics for tens of thousands of videos and have raised £28 million funding to expand internationally. Paddle first created a digital marketplace for small to medium software vendors, but found that they just needed a software sales platform with market intelligence. They've expanded internationally and won the Deloitte Award for the last 2 years. Based on my experience with Orbis and that of many fellow winners, there are key practices to avoid the classic traps and find the products that customers love through incremental innovation. Incremental innovation allows you to anticipate and exploit market shifts, to focus on the achievable and not chase perfection or too many ideas. In doing this, it controls costs and de-risks innovation. Incremental innovation is the answer, but it doesn't happen by accident. It's important to recognise the key challenges that many businesses face and have to overcome to succeed. Initiatives in product innovation fail for many reasons. One is time. Product and process development cycles run too long, causing teams to lose enthusiasm and focus. Another is data. Teams lack real data on which to base business decisions, instead relying on endless internal discussions. Another is control. Key decision makers lose the ability to steer initiatives towards optimum value or kill them too quickly. Another is pressure. Teams feel pressurized to be innovative but don't know how to start. Unity can also be an issue, with cross-functional teams finding it hard to align with common business objectives. And finally, change. Product scope changes repeatedly and teams often work towards unclear goals. There are 4 key secrets to success. The first is to take a multidisciplinary approach, which brings product, design and engineering views together for the full life cycle. Collaboration from ideation through prototyping to product launch significantly improves the odds of creating a product that customers value, is easy to use and can be implemented quickly. Without the engineering view, product and design can define new products that require significant effort and time to deliver. Without design inputs, product and engineering can build a system with high potential value but too complex to use. And without products involvement, design and engineering can create highly usable, feature-rich solutions that are of little value to customers. All 3 views must contribute to hit the product sweet spot. The second secret is momentum. If product discovery is carried out in parallel to many other ongoing activities, scheduled as weekly meetings over several months, momentum and focus are lost. Ideas are forgotten. The original purpose can disappear altogether. The key is to keep it simple and make it quick. Carry out these activities in focused sprints with dedicated teams and clearly defined objectives. This provides real momentum and results are achieved in the shortest possible time. Number 3 is to collect fast feedback. Customers may not know what they want or need until they see it and use it. Finding the value sweet spot is usually an iterative process. Without fast feedback loops for incremental feature enhancement, even the most capable product development teams waste time trying to address changing needs and often miss the targets altogether. Finally, it's important to establish an innovation framework. Without a framework, most people find the process of turning new ideas into real solutions extremely difficult. Self-judgment and censorship stifles creativity and in the worst cases lead to overthinking and analysis paralysis. Selecting your most creative people to form a think tank or a thought leadership team can skew solutions away from the near term to distant futures. And throwing people together to brainstorm rarely produces great results. These activities usually favour the extroverts, great communicators and more senior people, but all have a part to play. For these reasons, a successful innovation framework must provide just enough time for problem definition, individual analysis and ideation, followed by unbiased team solution building and testing. It must also build in approval from senior stakeholders to ensure the business commitment to the results. Created by Google, Design Sprint has been applied and adopted by Slack, Uber, Airbnb, Facebook, the New York Times, and Deloitte Fast 50 winners such as Realize, and my clients including Mention Me. Solving big challenges, this process rapidly creates new products and improves existing ones. Design Sprint focuses on a prototype rather than building and launching a minimum viable product. By skipping the costly build and launch steps, you learn before you ship. Months of work are compressed into just a few days. And once the concept is proven, the full cycle can begin with increased confidence and commitment. The original Design Sprint from Google is a clearly defined, fully facilitated process comprising 5 steps over 5 days. Map, sketch, decide, build and test. The first stage, map, is to map the problem space, the systems and the high-level flows, and take inputs from internal experts. The second stage is for the sprint team to sketch solutions together in the same room, but individually, avoiding groupthink. Thirdly, they get together and decide the storyboard of a combined solution, which defines the prototype that will be built in the fourth stage, usually with a presentation tool, and then tested in the fifth stage with 5 customers. A key decision maker approves the focus for the sprint at the end of the first day, the prototype at the end of the third day, and agrees the next steps after reviewing the customer feedback on the last day. The process has been subsequently optimized to complete the first 2 stages in 1 day, compressing the sprint into 4 days with similar results. Design Sprint provides the key elements for accelerated innovation. By avoiding overthinking and analysis paralysis, it provides just enough time for problem definition, individual analysis and ideation, followed by unbiased team solution building and testing. Momentum and progress builds confidence across the team. It brings together products, design and engineering into a focused team. All key assumptions are identified in the problem map and are tested with real customers. Individual ideation and sketching shows that everyone contributes, not just the extroverts, great communicators and senior people. And approval from senior stakeholders is built in, ensuring business commitment to the results. The Design Sprint process unleashes creativity within your team with transformative results in less than a week. This is by far the most productive way of evaluating new ideas that I've seen in over 20 years. As a graduate of the Design Sprint Masterclass, I'm certified by its creator, Jake Knapp. I lead teams that create and test new product concepts in only 4 days. Once you have the confidence in a new idea with the prototype, it's time to build a product, incrementally with a full MVP cycle. This ensures that the innovation continues with regular customer test points. Delivering little and often, the product adapts to evolving consumer behaviour and needs. The key to achieving this is to deliver work in small packages, restrict work in progress, and avoid continuous plate spinning and context switching, and identify and remove bottlenecks. Backed by decades of experience, Digital Hunters guides clients through the cycle to deliver products that customers will love. As the market keeps moving, to survive and thrive, you need an innovation engine. Once you've created and proven your prototype and delivered the real product, you can repeat this process to create a culture of continuous innovation. I'm working with select digital media businesses that fall into 3 broad categories. My main focus is on scale-up businesses who are aiming for growth of £1 million revenue up to about 10 million. These have a proven high-value product and are seeking additional growth levers to avoid the impending plateau. I can also work with high-potential startups who, with the right guidance, will reach scale-up stage very quickly. I also work with established businesses who are actively seeking to renew their innovation engines to compete with disruptors. The Digital Hunters idea methodology takes businesses through 4 stages: initiate, deliver, build the engine, and accelerate. We start with a discovery session, which is a deep dive into specific issues that are blocking your innovations. We share insights and explore potential solutions, including the Design Sprint. Often there's a key impediment blocking you, which can be explored in depth and resolved with the Design Sprint. If you choose to take up this option, the first 2 days we'll analyse the issues from multiple angles and design a potential solution. The following 2 days we'll build and test the prototype with real customers. So in just 4 days you'll have evaluated a potential solution, providing real data to guide subsequent product development. If you require further assistance to take this prototype to the market, we're available to help you right the way through to product launch with our MVP process. To help ensure you can continue to innovate beyond this, we have optional follow-on programs to repeat and operationalize your custom innovation process and then optimize it. We work closely with you and your team throughout the initiation stage. Beyond this, we have 3 engagement models you can choose from. If you're now clear on the way forward with a team that can fully deliver this, we will remain available to assist if required. And to book this in as a monthly activity, we can provide the mentor package. If your team needs assistance to troubleshoot issues as they occur and put in place custom solutions, you can select the guide package. And if you just want this done for you, then we can deliver the program for you with your team with the lead package. This takes care of full implementation with program management and, if needed, team leadership. Built into this is the ability to have regular review points and switch these packages. Whether your team needs more or less support to deliver, we have this covered. This gives you full control. If you want to build a capability within your team, we support this whatever their current capability is. If you just want it done, we'll do it. My clients include the highly successful scale-up MentionMe. We started working together on the guide package. I introduced them to the design sprint, which has now been adopted as a standard practice for all key projects. I guided them on MVP development to optimize flow with smaller stories and constrained work in progress, all along advising the CTO and head of engineering on organizational growth and how to accelerate developer recruitment. They have since doubled the size of their engineering team, and I'm now engaged with them as a mentor. I've guided Goldeye on MVP development for their second generation products and advised their CTO on organizational growth options for development, support and operations, and Zinc's founders on potential growth directions. 2 high potential startups, CodyPay and Zapster, have both engaged me as a part-time CTO with the lead package. I currently have capacity for 2 more high potential clients. If you want to discuss how I can help you unlock innovation within your business, then call me on 0208 0880 602 or email me at david@digitalhunters.co.uk. The links are also available below, along with a link to book a session. I look forward to speaking with you.